Hello everyone, welcome to my 5,000 subscriber special. I'm a little bit late, but it's okay. Better late than never, right? So today I'm going to be covering a more serious topic. We're going to be talking about tilting in game and how to deal with it. So for those who don't know what tilting is, it's basically when something exceeds your expectation in a negative way. So for example, you're thinking that, oh, we'll beat this dungeon in one try, or we'll beat this boss in one try. And it takes 5 tries, 6 tries. It's beyond your expectation. So you start tilting, or you start thinking, what are we doing wrong? Why is this happening? So you start getting frustrated, you start getting angry, and that is tilting. The act of getting angry, the act of getting frustrated, and it's a really negative connotation. So first of all, we need to understand, why are we tilting? We are tilting because of frustration and because of anger. So anger and frustration are two emotional feelings. So there are different ways to deal with anger and frustration, but the main reason why we get frustrated is because we haven't identified what is causing this problem, what is causing this negative emotion. So in order to deal with frustration, it's easier said than done, for sure. But the solution is rather simple. It's you step back, calm yourself down first by relaxing, inhaling, exhaling, and look at the situation in an objective view. You see, why are we failing this dungeon? Or why am I unhappy? What is causing all this negative emotion? That's what you have to do first. Then you identify the problems one at a time. For example, are we failing this dungeon because of said player is not doing a mechanic? Are we failing the dungeon because I myself am making the mistakes? Or are we failing the dungeon because of external factors? Is someone lagging? Did someone disconnect? Identify what the problems are, and then try to solve them one at a time in a logical, calm manner. So, for example, if X player keeps screwing up, see what you can do for X player. Because think about it logically. If you start raging at X player and telling him that they suck at the game, and that they're terrible and they should uninstall, does that bring you any benefit? It doesn't. In the end, that player is most likely going to leave, or that player is going to fight back because, you know, you basically verbally abuse them, so they're obviously going to defend themselves and verbally abuse you. So, you know, think before you speak, or think before you do any actions. Now that you've analyzed the situation, you need to list down solutions, and then think about which solution is the best path to take. So there are multiple ways to deal with X player not doing a mechanic. Can you do the mechanic for that person? Can you cover for that person? Cover their mistakes, make sure that they don't mess up. I feel like a lot of people don't deal with it. A lot of people, when you start tilting, when you start getting frustrated, when you start getting angry, everyone, especially on MMOs, they're either A, very verbally abusive, or B, they bottle it up and they don't say anything on the microphone. They don't solve the problem. Both type of personalities are not helping to solve the main issue. Everyone in the raid or everyone in the party has a common goal. We all want to beat the dungeon and get loot. However, to achieve that, you know, we need to work together and not work against each other. So it's really important that when you realize that, oh wow, I'm really frustrated, I'm tilting, I'm really angry right now, to take a step back and identify why you're angry or why you're frustrated. And after you've identified why you're frustrated or why you're angry, then you can start troubleshooting it one problem at a time. If you can't identify why you're angry or why you're frustrated, you're just gonna snowball. You're just gonna get angrier and angrier and angrier until in the end, you're just gonna explode and just rage, and people aren't gonna like to play with you anymore. You know, they're not gonna enjoy your company. It's really important to understand what tilting is, understand why you tilt, and understand how to solve the problem of tilting. So let me give you guys an example. I'll break it down. Let's say that I'm doing Ransack Treasury. It's a new dungeon. And then we go in and we beat the first boss and we get on to the second boss. So we have high expectations because we beat the first boss so easily. We're like, oh wow, this dungeon's not too difficult. We're gonna beat the second boss easily. and we didn't beat it, we get stuck there. Maybe we wipe 3-4 times. Then people start getting frustrated because our expectations were so high to begin with. We're like, oh, we're gonna beat this in 1 or 2 tries. But in the end, we failed 3, 4, 8, 10 times. Everyone gets frustrated because it is beyond our expectation. You know, it surprises us that, wow, we're really bad at the game. We're messing up so hard. Why aren't we beating the dungeon? So we all have a common goal. We want to beat the dungeon, but we keep messing up. So people start getting frustrated. People start getting angry because we're like, what are we doing wrong? Why are we failing? So this is the moment where everyone needs to step back and identify what the problem is. Are we failing because we're failing at the mechanic? Or is there a problem somewhere else? Identify the problem and find a solution. Do not blame a person. There are 2 types of people in this world. There are people that find solutions and there's people that complain. People that find solutions are the winners. Always find a solution. If you don't have a solution, then the best way is to have constructive criticism and discuss with other people in order to reach a solution or a conclusion. If you don't have a solution, it's best not to go to the blame game. If you go blaming others or finding excuses on why you're failing, you're never going to get anywhere. It's really important to understand that. So what I want you, the viewer, to get out of this video, even though it is my 5,000 subscriber special video, it's supposed to be a happy video, but I want to give back to you. You gave me all this support, all this love. I thank you very much for that. I want to give you guys a piece of advice from what took me many years to learn. It is to find solutions. Whenever there is a difficulty or a challenge in front of you, do not find a way to escape it or to go around it. It's always best to find a solution to solve the issue. After you solve the issue, you'll grow as a person, you'll mature, and then you'll move on. I hope by watching this video that you've maybe have a new perspective on games or in life, that whenever you do meet a problem or you start getting frustrated or angry, that you'll take a moment, step back, identify the problem or identify the cause of why you're angry, why you're frustrated, and troubleshoot that one at a time. And make sure to see if you have solutions for them. If you do have solutions, use your best judgment, see which is the best solution, and take it. And if you do not have a solution, seek out help. Discuss with other people that you trust. Say, hey, I have this problem. I don't know how to solve it. Maybe we can discuss, maybe we can brainstorm, maybe we can work together to find a solution. It's always better to share your mind with another person if you can't find a solution. Or, if time permits it, you can sleep on it, you can take your time, and eventually find a solution. Anyway, I hope this video helped. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
What can I say except you're welcome?